Hey everybody! I got my AirPods in. I don't know if the sound is going to be any different, but my husband's practicing ukulele. We just got back from a walk. I have a little bit of time before dinner, and I figured I'd do RV of the Iraqi Dinar update. So that's what I'm doing here. That's all I'm doing here. I do hold other investments. It's not the only thing I hold. If you want to know more about that, you can schedule a financial ninja with me, and I'll tell you the strategies God has brought me in order to navigate this uncertain time that we're in. But guys, I think there's some good news here. So I'm going to go to my normal summary that I do, and I'm going to put on my reading glasses. So I apologize for that. But everybody's asking about all the talk of 11/11. I was feeling the same thing. Did anything happen, or did we just miss it? And another member goes, looks like nothing happened, or we all missed it. Anyone notice there hasn't been any RV news in a long time? We were told by Mark to expect quiet at the end. There have been times when it almost RV'd, as in 2009. Mark is sincerely giving us his best guess and sharing whatever he hears once he confirms it. $1 million question, why are they waiting? And another member said, I don't think I can wait any longer. Everything is turning to slime. This needs to end now. And I just thought that was funny. That's how other people are feeling. And I wanted to share that because I think collectively we all have some version of feeling that way about this. And then somebody else said, I believe we are at the point where the only news to be published is the actual rate change. And I tend to agree with them. But guys, I'm still here to keep you going, keep you hopeful so we can stay positive about it. Positive vibes. Please keep positive vibes. And Mark Z said, that's pretty much right. Honestly, other than side things going on, you really are dead on. They have done everything. It is now in the CBI's hands. We are just waiting on a rate change. Mark Z said, very quiet on the RV front, just positioning. I know it's frustrating. We are all tired and want to see big changes, but this is the news. They are positioned. They are prepared. We are just waiting. The question is, what are we waiting for? Maybe just for the rate change? And then another member noted that Mark was asked to be quiet. We heard that before. And then Mark Z said, I really wish I had more news, but it really is dead silent from the top to the bottom. I reached out to his Reno folks. They are there. They answered the phone. It's just quiet. The same thing from Zurich, Miami, New York, and Hong Kong. Mark Z said, I even checked with an old contact in Shanghai. I talked to my DHS, Department of Homeland Security contact. He says with CMKXX and PPs, that they keep upgrading the fines and penalties in preparation. We just need them to say go. And then Mark added he believes silence is golden, but he could be wrong. Contacts have given me their clear expectations, and we are still in that window. I believe it's put up or shut up time for the White Hats movement. Me too. If you listen to some of my lives, you have to go under the live tab. You'll see my frustration. And a lot of other people feel the same way. And to trust the plan. Otherwise, we are going to become the plan and get busy, try to make it happen. We are done with the waiting. I don't mean, he's clarifying, he doesn't mean any violence, right? And people are saying it seems like it's past time for the military. I would agree. And then another member said if there are any white hats, they need to rip off the Band-Aid, close down the line MSM, and some other stuff that I won't say. We need to save the planet. We need to save humanity, in my opinion. Some say they're waiting for us to become gold-backed. These are members' questions. And so I can't say a lot of these things because for obvious reasons. I'm going to go right down to praying for all those who have been here from the beginning. You all must have an enormous amount of patience, ... I don't know. How's your patience doing? Member said, remember, Noah was a conspiracy theorist until it started raining, and then it rained, which I thought was funny. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Let's pray this blessing in. CBD Gurus joins the team at the end. And of course, there is a replay if you want to listen to that. And then there was some more. Again, Iraq is due to vote on their full-blown budget on the 20th. It is expected that they will have a new rate. Then they have about 12 to 14 days for the new president to ratify the budget and to fully be in effect with that new rate. I believe they would not be broadcasting that date, which appears to be in stone, unless they are going to revalue sooner, in my opinion. It's Mark's opinion. This would allow many to take advantage of it, so I don't believe we will be waiting that long. Very quiet overnight. It's easy to talk to sources, just no fresh news. There is nothing negative. He's still expecting big things this weekend. We'll see. If it comes at the near rate, this is important for you to understand. If this comes at the near rate, which stands for the nominal effective exchange rate of $1.60 and floats, he's saying he would exchange some. I used the example in yesterday's video, the one I loaded that's here on the home page, not on the lives, here on the home. I used the example, if you only had 15 cents, would you exchange any? These are options for you guys. As the rate goes up and down, if it goes up to, if they do the near rate of 160, what would you do? Calculate it out, $1.60. Do the math, right? Like I keep saying, do the math. It would be positive forward movement. It is totally up to the Central Bank of Iraq when they release it. CBI stands for Central Bank of Iraq. I know some people had that question. Samson, who's under the group with Frank, this is an article, a delegation from the Democratic Party visits Baghdad to resolve the 2 vacant ministries. Quote, a dispute between the 2 Kurdish parties prevented the completion of the nomination of candidates for the ministries of housing, construction, and environment in the government of Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. There's another article. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq inaugurates a branch of the International Development Bank in Dubai. Quote, we feel happy and proud. We see one of our banks occupy a position within the UAE banking sector after obtaining the confidence of the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates. Guys, why would they be doing that if the currency was worth nothing? Again, I went through, in my live this morning, I went through all sprinkled all throughout that hour-long presentation this morning. I did talk in more detail why I think this is going to happen and why now is the best time. Frank 26, another article, a political bloc links the dollar exchange rate to the popularity of the Sudanese government. Quote, the restoration of the old exchange rate, which was 322. Old exchange rate. They're not talking about the one that they changed in December just of last year. That's the recent exchange rate they changed to 11.90. They're talking about the one that they changed 20 years ago. It was over $1. It was 322, I thought. Quote, the restoration of the old exchange rate means a reduction in the value of prices in the Iraqi markets. You think? Walking stick. The goal of Iraq is to de-dollarize Iraq, the market, the CBI, and the government of Iraq. That is the goal of this exchange rate right now. De-dollarize it. In other words, get out of the U.S. dollar, get their currency risen so they can get out of the U.S. dollar. Okay? Bruce Bigall. Obviously, as we look back in hindsight, we have information that makes it look like we're not going to go this week, meaning through Saturday, that's today. We're looking good, but not for this week. I think we're looking good, but it may take some political change for this to happen. He's talking about everything going on. This is Judy's notes. There was no new intel on the global currency reset. Now this is baskets of currencies. This is the whole ball of wax, quantum financial system, and all of that. I'm assuming that's what she's referring to. That's the White Hat initiative of changing the entire financial system. It says intel providers have been very, very quiet for several days. According to Bruce, the head of the Redemption Committee, CW, said that we would not have liquidity this weekend. Although we know the Chinese elders have released the funds, bondholders can see them in their accounts, and the holdup appeared to surround the mass arrest and things going on with the selection process. Okay, so they're saying all of the dark ones, international corporations, finalized their bankruptcies back in 2021. Many countries were on the edge of bankruptcy. A global currency reset liquidity could save the failing world economy, though the globally backed alliance military was in charge and they weren't talking because it's a military operation. And again, there's an announcement coming on the 15th, which is why I want to do this video. It's the 12th, 3 days away. A lot can happen in 3 days. Jesus rose from the dead in 3 days. Just saying. What we think we know as of today. Most economists agree that the U.S. will sink into a recession. We're already in recession, in my opinion. I mean, based on definitions that everybody has set and agreed to, we are already in a recession. So I don't know why they're saying we're not, because they're full of bull. Yet, Potato Head announced just prior to midterms the overwhelming majority of the American people support his economic program. That's what he announced. Do you support it? I don't know. Comment down below. What do you think about Potato Head's economic programs? How do you feel when you go to the gas pump, when you go to the grocery station? Just saying. So guys, that's the news. That's the latest. What do you think? I think it's good news, but I want to hear from you. Comment down below. Do you like these summaries? Do you like me doing it this way? Let me know. I'm here to serve you. I do this for everybody, not just for me. This has nothing to do with me, actually. In fact, I was going to take today off, but I just couldn't. I wanted to bring you this news. God bless you. Have a good Saturday night. Enjoy time with your family. Celebrate as if it's already happened. That's the only way I know to get God to answer our prayers, is having the faith that he's already answered them. Amen. God bless. And I will talk to you tomorrow. God bless. Tomorrow morning, I'll be live. Bye.